Well, Sweet Oak Hollow #1 is dead. So, we put down a couple rounds of Roundup on this. I am under no illusion that no Bermuda grass is going to come back at all, but we are seeding Bentgrass right here, Sweet Oak Hollow #1. If you've been paying attention, if you've been following along, you can see here that the winter kill that took place last year, we never recovered from. So I was torn between replacing this with a different type of Bermuda, but then the idea occurred to me we could try Bentgrass. Never done Bentgrass before. We're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna see how this goes. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do as much research as possible and we'll figure it out. But that means that now this is dead, a little bit of Bermuda might grow back into it next summer and we'll see. Maybe we'll have sort of a Bentmuda thing going on, but it'll be what it'll be. Today, we're going to scalp. I need to get rid of as much of this dead grass as possible, so I'm gonna keep mowing like lower and lower and lower, use the verticutter, the vertitamer, and get rid of all of this dead stuff. We got other spots to seed under the tree over there. We wanna do some fescue for fine-tuning the rough area. We are going to pre-germinate some more seed for filling in gaps and for seeding my mother-in-law's lawn. What else are we doing today? We're gonna mow with the Ventrac, probably the last mow on the main part of my yard. So lots of fun. Come hang out with us. Let's do this. That'll do it. We're ready for some seed. This stuff is tiny. Can you even see that? Like, I don't know if you can even see on camera. It looks like dust. So small. Probably do it over the spot where I'm gonna put the seed. Just if that would have spilled, I guess that would have been bad, but I'm just starting out with the smallest setting I've got, and we'll go from there. We'll see how fast it comes out. I'll go around once and evaluate from there. I definitely don't want to have the drop spreader open too far, because then we'll just put all the seed out on like a 1 square foot area. So on the green, that is Centennial Creeping Bentgrass. Here under the tree, I killed the Bermuda and the fescue that I'd planted before. It was kind of junky stuff anyway. Killed off all of this, and this is, again, Bermuda's gonna creep back in here and this will become more of a Fescue. We're planting tall fescue in here. This is Titanium GLS Tall Fescue, both from Mountain View Seed. So we'll get to see what both of those varieties get to look like, along with the 365 SS Kentucky Bluegrass that I planted in the back and the front yard, also from Mountain View Seed. This stuff is way bigger. So the openings are gonna have to be a lot more open. I don't know if I need it all the way open or, I guess we'll see. We'll just put it on. What's the 18 is the biggest setting. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, we're gonna put it on the biggest setting. There's still more in there. Well, that will basically do it for this old vlog here. Thanks for hanging out with us on the lawn today. This is not all for my lawn. Some of this we'll use to fill in some bare spots if there's any places that I missed or if it got washed out or whatever, and I need to put down some seed in bare spots. But the bulk of this is going to go on my mother-in-law's backyard. We are overseeding her backyard. She's mowing with a manual reel mower and she started liking it, so we're going to make her do it all winter long. But again, another shout out to Mountain View Seed. I really do want to say thanks. They sent me this 365 SS. They also sent me the fescue, the tall fescue, and the bentgrass that we're using in this video. So thank you so much to Mountain View Seed for sending that. I am truly appreciative. It is exactly 1 week later from when we put the fescue seed and bentgrass seed down, and it has been, I think, 12 days since we put the bluegrass down. I pre-germinated more bluegrass, and after 1 week, so if you remember from my last video, after 9 days, the Kentucky bluegrass started pre-germinating in the bucket. Well, this time it's been 7 days and a little cooler, and it still started germinating. Not quite as much, but it still started germinating in the bucket. So timing is pretty perfect, I think, because a little bit of sprouting happening. Not all the seeds are sprouting, but a lot of them are sprouting. So right up to 7 days, you might go 6 days or something like that, might be prime time for spreading your seed if you're gonna pre-germinate. But what I'm doing here is I have pre-germinated extra Kentucky bluegrass, and I wanted to do that so that I could come throw it in sections that are kind of thin. If I had places that I missed, because if you remember, I had to throw it all out by hand. I came out when my seed was wet and I saw it pre-germinating in the bucket, and I was panicked because it was germinating way too much, and so I had to go throw it out. I could not use the drop spreader because the seed was wet, so I came out here by hand and threw it out like this. So it's not as even as it would be if I did a drop spreader. So anyway, this is just gonna be good because I can fill in any like little thin spots or bare spots with this seed. We'll start watering again. We'll fill it up and it's all gonna be super thick this time around. So after 12 days, the Kentucky bluegrass is looking pretty good. I'm happy with how thick it's coming in. I don't have a ton of thin spots to fill in with this, and so I'm sort of just trying to evenly put it out. Might put a little bit thicker around the edges. I like to have a nice defined line around the outside so you can definitely tell it's stark comparison where the bluegrass is versus the dormant Bermuda whenever it eventually goes dormant. But also, since it's been a week, the bentgrass has popped up just yesterday. So after 6 days, the bentgrass just barely started sprouting. So I'm excited to see that thicken up here. And maybe in a couple of weeks, that'll start looking pretty good. I'm excited to start mowing again, and mowing a green at green's height is gonna be really exciting when it's bentgrass. I've never done bentgrass before. The fescue, I'm still waiting on. I haven't seen any sprouts pop up there. So I think that fescue normally takes a little bit more, like 10 days to 2 weeks to start germinating. So that's not really surprising, but anyway, overall, everything's looking pretty good, and I'm getting excited to start mowing all the way up until Christmas time. Hang on. Hello? Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, so Atlanta Falcons is Tuesday, and then Carolina Panthers is Wednesday. Hey, stop recording. But yeah, no, we're excited to come see you.